I needed you. All I needed you.
Keep me in my time zone when my mind's gone and I'm flying home and I'm stressed out and I'm tempted to get that style phone and go pull it up, but you know what's up and you.
Hey there, YouTube. It is Myra, or Get Sleeved, coming in with my week 24 update. Wow, week 24 already. So awesome. That's 6 months. My 6 months anniversary. I'm halfway to my year mark, and that's kind of surreal. This time has gone by super, super fast. So anyway, let's get on with my update, shall we? I have vertical sleeve gastrectomy at Rochester Regional Health on October 12th, 2015. My highest weight was 250. My weight at surgery was 227.6. I can never remember that. So I have my notes. 227.6, and my current weight is 174.4, which from the last time I talked to you guys, I believe is a 0.2 ounce gain. Last time I talked to you, week 23, I lost a pound, 1.2 pounds, but this week I gained 1.4 pounds for one day. But on my weigh-in day, I take that next day I weighed myself, I was back down to 173. So I don't know what's going on. You know, I talked about not being stuck or in a stall the last time I talked to you guys, but I jinxed myself. So I've been fluctuating for the last week between 171 and 174. I don't know why. I really don't. My eating hasn't been anything unusual. It's been pretty much consistent, so I'm chalking it up to water weight. I can usually tell when I gain water weight because my ring will fit snug. And when I went back up, it kind of did, but now that I'm down, I just, you can tell. I had to take my engagement ring off because it's too big. It keeps slipping off. My band, however, it fits just fine. So yeah, that's where I am. I have a feeling I'm going to be in the 170s for a while. I'm really trying hard to break out of it, but I'm going to be stuck here for a while. So far, I've been in 170s for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, which is the same amount of weeks I was in the 180s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But at this time last month, I was at 181. So I was like leaning towards breaking out of the 180s. But I like just keep going back and forth between 171 and 174. I don't know. One day I was 171. The next day I got on the scale and I was 174. And I'm like, there's no way that I gained 3 pounds of fat. I mean, there's no way, because I'm not even eating 1,000 calories a day. So, it's not, it has to be water weight. It's not chemically possible. It takes 3,500 calories to gain a pound. So, it's not possible to have gained that in fat. So I know it's not fat. My clothes are fitting the same. So if not a little looser. So I'm not concerned. It's just, we get wrapped up in the number on the scale and we like to see movement. I have my measurements from before I got surgery. So, but I haven't measured myself since then. So maybe the next time I come to you guys, I will give you those numbers and I will give you my new measurements. Um, I did measure my waist the other day, and my waist is a 32. And when I started this journey, my waist was a 41. So I mean that's drastic. That's like amazing. Um, but it's all the psychological stuff with the scale. It's just it messes with me. Like I want to be out of the 170s so bad. My goal is 140, and I'm like, oh, I have a feeling these last 30 pounds is gonna be a struggle, especially because I'm not exercising. And I know I have to start exercising. I know I can't reach my goal without kickstarting my metabolism with exercising. Um, when you get closer to your goal weight, um, your weight slows down and it's frustrating. We're used to seeing these big moves every week on the scale. My moves have never been huge. Um, I think the biggest loss I had was like a 5 pound loss in 1 week. Um, and those are far and few between. Usually my losses are between 1 to 2 pounds a week or ounces. So, uh, you know, that's okay. I'm fine with that as long as I'm steadily going in the right direction. But getting stuck for these last 3 weeks, uh, I mean, I had a loss last week. It's this week that I went back up to my original weight 2 weeks ago. So I don't know if that's a stall. I don't know if that's just normal fluctuation. I don't know. Um, but I'm not going to get down in the dumps about it. I'm just frustrated. And I'm like trying to be extra strict to break out of the 170s. It's just not happening. For instance, yesterday I had for breakfast just 1 ounce of cheese before I went to work at 10:30. I packed my lunch so I don't get tempted to buy crap at the store. Um, so I had a salad. I probably had 2 cups of greens with some broccoli in there, another ounce of cheese with a serving size of pepperoni. That was an Italian salad dressing. That was my lunch. And then for a snack, I had an apple. Well, I guess that was my dinner. Actually, an apple was lunch. I had an apple for lunch, and then my dinner, I had the salad. And then on my ride home from work, so I wouldn't come home and get in the cabinets and eat stuff that I shouldn't eat before I went to bed. I got a Slim Jim, and I ate my Slim Jim and drink, excuse me, and drank my water on my way home. It takes me 20 minutes to get home. And I came home and it was 9:30, 10 o'clock, and I went to sleep. So uh, that's probably not even 1,000 calories right there. And I've been doing that on a consistent basis. So um, I don't know, my body's just not letting go. But I have a feeling that if I keep it up, that just one day it's going to be dropped like that. Because that's kind of what happened to me when um let's see, when I was in, yeah, I had a little stick when I was in like the 180s. 1 week I was 188, the next week 186, and the next week 186 again, and then 184. And I was getting frustrated with that. I don't know why, because it was still a loss, but you know how we are. um and then I was like, bam, 3 pounds the next week. So that's how I've been moving. But it's just when you're weighing yourself day after day after day after day after day after day, it seems like a long time, even though it's really not. And then when you see a drastic drop and then the next day it goes back up, that's even more frustrating, especially when your eating really hasn't changed. Um, I don't know. Weight loss is a fickle thing, and I'm just hanging in there. Not really much else, guys, to update on. That's pretty much it. I had my first like really big gain, 1.4 pounds I gained from last week, but today I'm back. I weighed myself yesterday, but today I'm back to the 173. So I don't know if it's really a gain or not. But it is what it is. Since that's my weigh-in date, I stick to it. Um, I'm doing all right with vitamins still, although I think I eat enough that I really don't need to take them. Um, but I am, especially calcium, because I don't really do a whole lot of dairy. Um, I just bought cheese this week. Actually, no, I had some cottage cheese this week too, but this week I've had more dairy than I usually have. Maybe that's it. Maybe my body doesn't like dairy. I mean, it doesn't hurt my stomach or anything, but maybe I'll cut the dairy out the rest of the week and see what happens. And I'll let you guys know. Um, don't know. I don't know what else to update you guys on. I wanted to give some shout outs, but I forget. I forget what you guys are doing unless I write it down. Um, so maybe next video. I like how VSG Jody or Jody VSG does shout outs to people. Um, she's really, I love watching her. She seems like a very kind soul. You know, I don't know her personally, but just from her comments to my page, she gives super good advice. Oh my God, she gives the best advice. I love hearing from her. So Jody, don't ever stop giving me advice. I love it. But if you haven't checked her channel out, please do. She's very informational, very engaging. I love watching VSG Jody or Jody VSG. So check her out. Also check out Brit Brat. She's another one that just is very inspirational, gives lots of sound advice. A lot of it's common sense, but sometimes we forget to use our common sense, and she reels us back in. She really has a lot of good and a lot of good advice. Advice is not the word I want to use, but I can't think of the word right now that I want to use. But she's very inspirational, and she will bring you back down to earth and really uh, is blunt and in your face about the bull crap that you're telling yourself and that you need to stop. Because she tells herself that, and she reminds herself that, you know, the self-doubt, the self-hate, it's not okay. Cut it out. Put positivity out there, and positivity will come back to you. That's really what I like about her. So check her out too if you haven't. I'm pretty sure you have. Those are their channels are pretty popular, and they're because they're awesome. Well, guys, that's all I have. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like, if you're new to my channel. And I have to go to work, so I'll see you guys later. Thank you. Bye.